have been homeschooling for 8-9 years now. We didn't use masterbooks from the beginning. I wish I'd known about it then, but somewhere along the way, my mom came across principles of mathematics, and we had a lot of Answers in Genesis material and probably a lot of New Leaf Publishing books on our bookshelves, but I didn't know about master books specifically, and my mom came across principles of mathematics and handed that to me. And it was at a time where I was really asking the Lord to show me what to do next, because I was missing that strong biblical worldview, just the material that I hoped for. But I was also at the time loving kind of the Charlotte Mason influence on our curriculum. And so when I opened up her book and read her intro into that, I just thought, oh my goodness, this is the answer to prayer from the Lord. This is it. That's exactly what I'm looking for. There isn't a subject apart from Christ. In every area, we want to glorify the Lord. And so that finally turned me into master books. And once I started diving in, it was all in for me, because as I got into each different subject, that permeated it, along with apologetics being seamlessly woven throughout and being able to defend the faith. And so we, over the years, I was so thankful when Language Lessons for a Living Education came out. We backtracked even on a couple of our older kids just so they could get a few years of that in. It's just done so well, and they've learned and grasped so much. So that's kind of where we were with master books. And then I just started sharing what I love on social media. And photography for me was one of the hobbies that I kept when I had a lot of little ones. My kids are all within a 9-year age span, 6 of them. And so there are seasons where you have to let things go as a mom. And photography was one that I kept, and I figured it could be a blessing for my family one day. And for me, it was a way of, no pun intended, but kind of zooming in on things. Like we all have an opportunity to see the blessings around us, and we all have an opportunity to gripe about the things that are hard and going wrong, and we can kind of camp out in either place. And so it was a way for me to choose to see the blessings around me when days were hard, or colicky babies, or the myriad of situations that a mom goes through, and homeschooling. And we renovated our house. So 7 years ago, our house did not look anything like it did today. And we just slowly over the years done a little here, a little there. My husband is a builder. So photography was that one thing. And when I fell in love with master books, I wanted to share it. So I share just a lot of our family on Instagram, just as a way of keeping a place, an easy place for us to access and pull up photos. And so I just began to share what we love and what we use. I wanted everybody to know about master books, because it's not like anything else out there on the market. And the strong biblical worldview. I mean, when we talked about the percentage of believers who don't even have a biblical worldview, and just bringing that to light, and then sharing that with their children and growing them up to be equipped to stand. And I just found a tribe, and I wanted to share it with everybody. And so contacted along the way to be able to use some of my pictures in the catalog, which is just totally a testimony to the Lord. It was nothing I ever would have imagined that he would use, a gift he's given to bring glory to him, and to be able to use them for master books, which honors Christ, which honors his word, to stand firm on his word, to invest in children in the next generation, knowing what they're up against. It just blew my mind that God is so good that he uses us, and that's because he can, and it's for his glory. And so it's just an honor to be a part of such an awesome tribe.
definitely have been blessed by the photos that you take and your family. I think something that I took away from meeting you was you were explaining your photography, and you said something to the effect of, I don't always have a lot, but what I've learned to do is take what I do have and appreciate it. And so like even the simplicity of your photos, the way that you do things, what you do have, you really focus on and appreciate. And you see that with your children, with the homeschooling. And I think it's such a valuable lesson for all of us that, not focusing on the have nots, but focusing on what we do have and then really working to make that beautiful. So I appreciate that very much.